Welcome everyone to Digital Learning by the Department of Collegiate Education. I'm Manjunath CV, working as Assistant Professor at Government First Grade College, CS Pura. So this is session number 7, and today's session we shall try to solve problems on Spearman's rank correlation when ranks are not given as well as when ranks are given. This is a part of chapter 1, which is a correlation analysis in the subject quantitative analysis 2. Let us now look at how to solve a problem on Spearman's rank correlation. Spearman's rank correlation is generally used to find out the coefficient of rank correlation in case of qualitative variables or abstract variables like leadership qualities, intelligence, etc. We compare one person from another person when it comes to characteristics like this, intelligence, etc. So to measure qualitative characteristics, we make use of Spearman's rank correlation, and to measure quantitative characteristics, we may make use of Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. So under Spearman's coefficient of rank correlation, we have three different situations. One, when ranks are not given. Second, when ranks are given. And third, when the given ranks are repeating in nature or given ranks are tied in nature. So out of these three, let us first begin with the first one, when ranks are not given. So what are the steps to be followed? There are a simple 4 steps to be followed so that we can simplify our procedure of solving the problem. Most important, since the ranks are not given, that is when ranks are not given, we have to first assign the ranks for X series and Y series. We know the two variables are X and Y. So we assign ranks to X series and Y series. The rank for X series is R1 and Y series is R2 in the descending order, which means the highest value gets the first rank, the next highest gets the second, the third highest gets the third, and the list goes on. So step number 1, assigning ranks according to the descending order for both series X and series Y, which is R1 and R2. Step 2, we are going to find the difference between the ranks R1 and R2. So difference between the ranks is represented as D. It is equal to R1 minus R2. Step number 3, we are going to square this differences, which is known as D square. And finally, step number 4, we are going to apply the formula R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma D square divided by N cube minus N. So there are 4 simple steps. Step number 1, assigning the ranks R1 for X and R2 for Y. Second, finding the difference between the ranks D is equal to R1 minus R2. And step number 3, we are going to square the differences, which is D square. And finally, we are going to apply the formula of Spearman's rank coefficient of correlation. Now, let us apply these steps in this particular problem and try to solve the problem. So in this question, they have given us the following data of X and Y, and they are asking us to compute the Spearman's rank correlation between X and Y. So now, according to the first step, it says assign ranks for X series and Y series as R1 and R2. So let us look at the rank 1 for R1. So the rank is 36, 56, 20, 65, 42, 33, 40, 50, 15 and 60. The highest value out of this is 65, therefore 65 gets rank 1. The next highest value is 60, which can be given rank 2. The third highest value is 56, rank 3. The fourth highest is 50, rank 4. The next highest apart from 50 is 40, 42, and so 42 gets the 5th rank, 40 gets the 6th rank. After 40, the next highest value is 36, which gets rank number 7, and then followed by 33, rank number 8, 20, rank number 9, and 15, rank number 10. Now, what are the total number of variables? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So, n is equal to 10. So, we can cross verify it with the highest rank, which is generally 10. There are 10 different ranks. Similarly, let us find out what is R2. R2 is the rank for Y series. So, R2 is 50, 35, 70, 25, 58, 75, 60, 45, 80, 38. So, out of these values, it says give the ranks in the descending order. That is, highest value gets the first rank. So, in the Y series, 80 is the highest value which gets rank number 1. Second highest is 75, rank number 2. Third highest is 70, rank number 3. And the fourth highest is 60, which gets rank number 4. Next, fifth highest number is 58, which gets rank number 5, followed by 50, which gets rank number 6, and then after that we have rank number 45, which is value of rank mark number 45, which is rank number 7, and 38, rank number 8, and we've got 35, which is rank number 9, and 25, rank number 10. So far we have tried to identify the step number 1, which is assigning the ranks for the series X and series Y. So the ranks for series X is represented as R1, and the ranks for series 2, that is series Y, is represented as R2. Now, coming to the second point, we are going to find out the difference between the ranks, that is R1 minus R2. So, R1 minus R2 is the next step. This is called as difference. D is equal to R1 minus R2. So, 7 minus 6 plus 1, 3 minus 9 minus 6, 9 minus 3 plus 6, 1 minus 10 minus 9, 5 minus 5 0, 8 minus 2 6, 6 minus 4, again it is 2, 4 minus 7 minus 3, 10 minus 1 plus 9, 2 minus 8 minus 6. So this was step number 2. Next, let us go to step number 3, which says square the difference, that is D square. We have already found out D. Next, we need to find out D square. So D square, that is 1 square is 1, 6 squares 36, minus into minus becomes plus. Again 6 squares 36, 9 squares 81, 0, 6 squares 36, 2 squares 4, 3 squares 9, 9 squares 81, and 6 squares 36. Next, let us find out what is sigma D square. Now, what is sigma D square? Sigma D would be 1 plus 36 plus 81 plus 36 plus 4 plus 9 plus 81 plus 36, and therefore the sigma D square is equal to 284. So we got the value of sigma D square, which is 284. Sigma D square is equal to 284. Now we have completed all the 3 steps, square the differences. The last step is applying the formula R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma D square divided by n cube minus n. So let us proceed to our last step, where R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma D square divided by n cube minus n. So that is our formula. So R is equal to 1 minus 6 into sigma D square is 284 divided by n cube. The value of n is 10. So it is 10 cube minus 10. Now that is equal to, R is equal to 1 minus 6 into 284, 6 4s are 24, 48 plus 2 50, 12 plus 5 17, 1704 divided by 10 cube is 1000 minus 10. Now R is equal to 1 minus 1704 divided by 1000 minus 10, 990. That is R is equal to 1 minus 1704 divided by 990 is 1.721. Therefore, R is equal to 1 minus 1.721 minus 0.721. So to conclude, value of R is minus 0.72. So this is how we actually compute the Spearman's rank correlation. So I repeat once again, we had 4 simple steps. Number 1, assigning the ranks for the X series and Y series as R1 and R2, which we have done here. Second step is computing the difference between R1 and R2. The third step is calculating D square. And the final step is applying the formula. So here the interpretation is that the correlation between X and Y is highly negative. There is a very high negative correlation. The correlation between X and Y is highly negative, or there is a negative correlation between X and Y. So I hope you all have understood this problem. It is a very simple problem. Let us try to solve one more problem on Spearman's rank correlation. But now the difference is that in the previous question I had said the first method was when ranks are not given. Now this is the second situation where ranks are given. Look at the question. Problem number 2 says the ranks given. So please note the point. Here it already says the ranks were already given by 2 judges in a music competition of 8 singers is as follows. The previous question was find out the correlation between X and Y. But here the problem clearly says the ranks given by 2 judges in a music competition is as follows. Ranks given by 2 judges in a music competition is as follows. Of how many singers? Totally there are how many singers? There are 8 singers. So judge 1 has given the following ranks and judge 2 has given these ranks. So we need to find out Spearman's coefficient of rank correlation. Let us look at the second question. Spearman's rank correlation in situations where ranks are already given. Please note, in the previous question which we did, there the ranks were not given, but here the ranks are already given. So the problem says the ranks given by 2 judges. Please note, my dear students, the question clearly states ranks given, which means these are the ranks given by 2 judges in a music competition of how many singers? 8 singers is as follows. Judge 1 has ranked those 8 singers in the order of 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, 8, 7, 6. Whereas Judge 2 feels the first candidate should get rank 1, the second candidate should get rank 3, the third candidate should get rank 2, and accordingly Judge 2 has given his ranking. Now we have to find out what is the correlation of ranks given by these 2 judges 1 and 2. That is our problem. Now what are the steps that we have to follow in case of Spearman's rank correlation when the ranks are given? If you observe here, in the previous problem we had 4 steps. Step number 1, 2, 3 and 4. The first step says assign ranks for X series. Here we do not have to calculate the step 1. Reason why we need to calculate is because already the ranks are given by the 2 judges. So when the ranks are given by the judges already, we need not calculate the ranks again. That is why it says when ranks are already given. So your steps of 3 steps decrease, 4 steps decreases to Finally, 3 steps. So step number 1 is finding the difference between R1 and R2. Step number 2 is squaring the difference of d square, and step number 3 is applying the formula. So when ranks were not given, we had 4 steps, and when ranks are given, we have directly only step 1, 2 and 3. This has to be kept in mind. Now let us solve the problem and find out what happens to the solution. Number 1, they say already they have given judge 1 is rank 1 and the ranks given by judge 2 is rank 2 R2. Now we have to find out the difference. D is equal to R1 minus R2. The difference 2 minus 1, 1 minus 3, minus 2, 4 minus 2, 2, 3 minus 8, minus 5, 5 minus 7, minus 2, 8 minus 4, plus 4, 7 minus 5, plus 2, 6 minus 6, value is 0. So after this, we find out what is d square. So d square, 1 ones are 1, 2 squares 4, 2 squares 4, 5 squares are 25, 2 squares 4, 4 squares 16, 2 square 4, 0 square 0. So now we have to find out what is sigma d square. 1 plus 4 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 25 34, 34 plus 4 38, 38 plus 16 54, 54 plus 4 58. So sigma d square is equal to 58. We have applied our first step, finding the difference between R1 and R2. We have got the second step, that is squaring the difference, which is d square. And finally, step number 3, let us now apply the formula for coefficient of correlation. The coefficient of correlation formula is equal to R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n cube minus n. R is equal to 1 minus 6 into the value of sigma d square is 58 divided by what is the value of n? Let us find out what is the total number of values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Therefore, value of n is equal to 8. So, n is the total number of observations given in the series. Here it is also given the ranks of how many singers? 8 singers. Therefore, n is equal to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So, n cube is nothing but 8 cube minus 8. For correlation, R is equal to 1 minus 6 8s of 48, 4 30 plus 4, 348, 8 cubes of 512 minus 8. R is equal to 1 minus 348 divided by 504. R is equal to 1 minus 348 divided by 504. 348 divided by 504. The answer is 0.6904. Therefore, R is equal to 1 minus that, which is 0.3095. So we can write the answer as correlation is equal to 0.31. So how do we interpret the correlation? There is no negative sign here, which means it is a positive sign. Therefore, we can write the conclusion or the interpretation as there is a positive correlation between the ranks given by judges 1 and 2. So what is the final answer? It says correlation R is positive, which is 0.31. Therefore, this is a positive correlation. Hence, there is a positive correlation between the ranks given by judges 1 and judges 2. So this is how we solve the problem in case when ranks are given under Spearman's rank correlation. Now, let us look at one more problem in computing Spearman's rank correlation. Well, this problem follows the same method when the ranks are already given. If you observe the problem, it says 10 competitors. So therefore the total number of competitors is 10 in a beauty contest are ranked by 3 judges as follows. Judge number 1, judge number 2 and judge number 3. And they have asked us to compute the Spearman's rank correlation. Now what is the difference between the previous question and this question? Because both are being solved when ranks are already given. We have already done one question. The difference lies that in the previous question there were only 2 judges. But in this question the number of judges has been increased to 3. So 3 judges have given different ranks to the 10 contestants of the beauty contest. Now if you look at here, for example, judge number 1 has given the 10th rank to the 7th contestant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Similarly, the second judge has also given the 10th rank to the 7th contestant, but the third judge has given the 9th rank. So if you look at this, there is a slight difference. 2 judges are closely related or correlated towards their decision, whereas another judge has a slight difference. Now if we observe this one, contestant number 4, judge number 1 gives the 8th rank, judge number 2 gives the 6th rank, and judge number 3 gives the 1st rank. So there is a lot of extreme differences between the ranks given by the 3 judges. So now the objective of solving this problem is to find out of these 3 judges, which 2 judges correlation is very close or it is very high. So that is the objective of identifying Spearman's rank correlation. The entire procedure is the same. There is no difference in the procedure. The procedure already, since the ranks are already given, we have 3 steps. Step number 1, finding the difference between rank 1, rank 2, rank 2 and rank 3, rank 3 and rank 1. And then squaring these differences and finally applying the formula and finding out which 2 judges' ranks are very closely related. So let me call this as judge 1's rank 1, judge 2's rank 2, judge 3's rank 3. Now as usual, let us find out the difference D1, which is the difference between rank 1 minus rank 2. So rank 1 minus rank 2, 1 minus 4 minus 3, 5 minus 8 minus 3, 4 minus 7 minus 3, 8 minus 6 plus 2, 9 minus 5 plus 4, 6 minus 9 minus 3, 10 minus 10 0, 7 minus 3 plus 4, 3 minus 2 plus 1 and 2 minus 1 plus 1. And similarly, let us find out D1 square. So D1 square says 3 3s are 9, 3 squares 9, 3 squares 9, 2 squares 4, 4 squares 16, 3 square 9, 0, 4 square 16, 1 and 1. Therefore, sequence D square is equal to 9 plus 9 plus 9, 27, 31, 37, 47, 56, 56, 66, 72, 73, 74. So this is step number 1 and step number 2 in case of the Spearman's rank correlation between judge 1 and judge 2. So let us find out the step number 3. What is correlation is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n cube minus n. So we know that d square is 74. Therefore, r is equal to 1 minus 6 into 74 divided by n cube. We have totally 10 contestants. Therefore, the value of n would be 10. Let us recheck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So n cube is 10 cube is 1000 minus 10. R is equal to 1 minus 6 fours are 24. 242 plus 244. 1 minus 444 divided by 990. So 1 minus 444 divided by 990. What is 444 divided by 990? It is 1 minus 0.4484, that is equal to 0.5515. Therefore, R is equal to 0.55. Therefore, the correlation or rank correlation between judge 1 and judge 2 is 0.55. This is a positive correlation between judge 1 and judge 2. So this is what we can conclude by comparing judge 1 and judge 2's correlation coefficients. So again, let me repeat 3 simple steps. Step number 1, finding the difference between rank 1 and rank 2. Step number 2, finding D square. And step number 3, applying the formula of Spearman's rank correlation. And we found that correlation is 0.55. Therefore, there is a positive correlation between judge 1 and judge 2. Now, let us proceed further and find out the difference D2 between the judge 2 and judge 3. That is our next step. So differences between judge 2 and judge 3, and then let us find out what is the D2 square. Now judge 2 minus judge 3, 4 minus 6 minus 2, 8 minus 7 plus 1, 7 minus 8 minus 1, 6 minus, let me write it here, 6 minus 1 plus 5, 5 minus 5 0, 9 minus 10 minus 1, 10 minus 9 plus 1, 3 minus 2 plus 1, 2 minus 3 minus 1, 1 minus 4 minus 3. So I found out the first step, that is the difference between judge 2 and judge 3. Difference of ranks between judge 2 and judge 3. And step number 2 is computing D square between the ranks of judge 2 and judge 3. 2 squares of 4, 1, 1, 5 squares 25, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 9. So sigma D square is equal to 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6 plus 25 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 44. Sigma D square is equal to 44. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 40 plus 4, 44. So we have completed the first 2 steps. That is, step number 1 is finding the difference between judge 2 and judge 3, that is rank 2 and rank 3. And then we have also squared the differences of judge 2 and judge 3. Now step number 3, again we are going to apply the formula of correlation, Spearman's rank correlation, and find out whether there is a positive correlation or negative correlation. R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma D square divided by n cube minus n. 1 minus 6 into sigma D square. The value of sigma D square is 44. Sigma D2, let me call this as sigma D1. So 6 into 44 divided by n cube minus n. N remains the same, which is 10. Therefore 10 cube minus 10, which should be 1000. 1000 minus 10. That is equal to 1 minus 6 fours of what? 24, 4, 2, 24 plus 2, 26. Divided by 990. Now 264 divided by 990 is equal to R is equal to 1 minus 0.2666. Therefore, R is equal to 1 minus 0.2666, which is 0.733. Therefore, R is equal to 0.73. This is the answer. So now what can we conclude is that the rank correlation between judge 2 and judge 3, there is a high positive correlation which is 0.73. So the interpretation is that there is a high positive correlation between judge 2 and judge 3. So this is how we have come towards the next part of our problem, and we have one more option. We have compared judge 1 and 2, we have compared judge 2 and 3, but we have not compared judge 3 and 1. So now let us compare the first judge and the third judge and find out what is the correlation coefficient, or what is the rank correlation between these two judges, that is judge 1 and judge 3. So I will call it as difference D3 is equal to third judge minus the first judge. Now please note, whether you do it as first judge minus third judge, that is R1 minus R3, or R3 minus R1, when we square these, all the minus values become plus and the final answer will be the same. So let us look at judge 3 and judge 1. R3 minus R1, 6 minus 1, 5, 7 minus 5, 2, 8 minus 4, 4, 1 minus 8, minus 7, 5 minus 9, minus 4, 10 minus 6, plus 4, 9 minus 10, minus 1, 2 minus 7, minus 5, 3 minus 3, 0, 4 minus 2, 2. Next, we are going to find out D3 the whole square. D3 the whole square is 5 squares are 25, 2 squares are 4, 4 squares 16, 7 squares 49, 4 squares 16, 4 squares 16, 1 square 1, 5 square 25, 0 square 0 and 2 square is 4. Therefore, sigma D3 the whole square is equal to 25 plus 4 plus 16 plus 49 plus 16 plus 16 plus 1 plus 25 plus 4. Therefore, sigma d cube the whole square is equal to 156. So till now, we have again completed the first two steps. The first step was finding out the differences between judge 3 and judge 1. The second step, we have squared the differences between these two judges. And the third step is applying the formula. The formula again says R is equal to 1 minus 6 sigma d square divided by n cube minus n. Now we know that sigma d square is equal to 156. So R is equal to 1 minus 6 into 156 divided by n cube minus n. N cube is 1000 minus n is 10. So 1000 minus 10 is 990. I have directly written the answer here, denominator. R is equal to 1 minus 6 6 are 36, 33, 9. 936 divided by 990. R is equal to 1 minus 936 divided by 990. It is 1 minus 0.9454. R is equal to 0.054. Therefore, the answer R is equal to 0.05. Now, if you look at this value, 0.05 is very close to 0. Almost we can see that there is no correlation at all. But since the value is positive, we can say that there is very little positive correlation. Reason being, the correlation is positive. So we interpret it as there is very little positive correlation. Now, we have solved the entire problem by comparing the ranks given by the first judge and the second judge. Then we compare the ranks given by the second judge and the third judge. And finally, we also compare the ranks between the third judge and the first judge. Now, when we compare the ranks correlation of all these three judges, we come to a conclusion that who has a very high positive correlation. Obviously, all the three judges land up in a positive correlation, which means all of them are thinking in the same direction, but who is very close to each other? In the first case, the correlation, rank correlation between judge 1 and judge 2 is 0.55. The correlation between the second judge and the third judge is 0.73, which means they are more closely related than judge 1 and judge 2. And if you take judge 3 and judge 1, their correlation is very less. Therefore, out of these three correlations, the highest correlation is between judge 2 and judge 3. Therefore, we can conclude that judge 2 and judge 3 have the highest rank correlation. Therefore, our final conclusion is that judge 2 and judge 3 have the highest rank correlation among all these three judges. So that's all, my dear students, with respect to Spearman's rank correlation. So we have tried to solve three different problems. Two problems when ranks are given and one problem when ranks are not given. When ranks are given, if it is only two ranks, or whether it is two ranks or three ranks, the number of steps remains the same. 3 steps. Step number 1, difference between rank 1 and rank 2. Step 2, square those deviations. And step 3, apply the formula. The other situation was when ranks are not given, we have 4 steps. Step number 1 is assigning the ranks to X series as R1 and Y series as R2. Second step was finding out the differences between rank 1 and rank 2. Third step is squaring the differences. And the fourth step was applying the formula. So with the help of these three problems, I hope you all have clearly understood Spearman's rank correlation in two different situations. That is, one, when ranks are not given, and second, when ranks are given. So in the next video or in the next session, we will solve problems when ranks are given but the ranks are repeated. For example, 2 or more than 2 contestants getting the same rank. In that case, how do we solve our problem? Thank you all.